right, y'all, it's the weekend and shit. So today, what I want to talk about is Saturday. I want to talk to my girls that's still in their 20s, because if I can help one person, that'll be what's up. I'm gonna just talk to y'all while I'm curling my hair, because it's fight night and I'm finna get outside with my brother, but I got a little time to talk. So I want to talk to my girls about dating in your 20s. The do's and the don'ts, and what I wish somebody would have told me in my 20s. Your 20s is really the time in your life where you really get to know yourself. Because by 30, you don't know like what you don't like. It's really about experimenting and spending I think you should spend some of your 20s alone. Some of your 20s dating, seeing what's out there. Don't never let nobody make you feel bad for dating multiple people. I'm not saying sleep around with multiple people, because that's never cool. I don't think you should sleep with more than one person, but you definitely should date in your 20s. Don't spend too much time on one person, because by the time you 30, you're not going to want to live like that. You're not going to want to live the same way. So you want to learn as much as you can about yourself when you're 20. I want to say like 20 to 25. Don't spend too much time wrapped up in one person, because you got your whole life. You got your whole life to be serious with somebody. You got your whole life to settle down. I ain't saying be out here popping it on everybody. I don't think you should do that. But I do think you should spend some time getting to know yourself. Spend some time alone, like I said. I don't think you should be trying to get serious with nobody when you're 20. Because men don't do that. And I'm not saying carry yourself like a man, because you always want to carry yourself like a lady. But you want to keep your options open. Because with each experience that you go through in your 20s, it's really a life lesson. And it's going to set the foundation for what to expect when you're 30 when it comes to men. I'm not going to say that I'm against having kids at 20 years old. Well, 25, 26, 27, whatever. But I do think that you should wait. Especially if you don't have no support. You should wait. And see, this little curl is not going around there. Hold on, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I ain't saying that it's a bad thing to have kids in your 20s. But what if you want to move to a different city? It can still be done, but you're going to be responsible for a whole nother life. Like, I feel like your 20s you should spend that time really adventuring, really getting to know yourself. This is the most important time in your life, in your 20s, where you get to know friends, who solid, who phony. When you get to really know men and get to understand, because and so I say don't never let nobody make you feel bad. Let me fix my camera because it's a little lopsided. Don't never make nobody or have nobody make you feel bad about keeping your options open. Because keeping your options open and not focusing on one person in your 20s, you won't be so damaged. It's a lot of damaged people in their 30s because they focused on one person in their 20s and they was trying to be too serious too fast. Like, you got your whole life to settle down with somebody. Like, I know so much about myself, although I did spend the majority of my 20s with one person, but I still had enough time. Like, I'm in a relationship now, a serious relationship now, but in between my last relationship and this current relationship, I had enough time to do some dating, like towards the end of my 30s, or towards the end of my 20s, I'm sorry. But I feel like that is what I should have been doing in my 20s, instead of being a late bloomer and doing it between 27 and 30. Don't quote me on the timelines, but it's somewhere around there. But I'm just saying, like, You don't want to live, you don't want to be one of them people that spend so much time being young and being serious and then look back on your life like, damn, I should have did this and I should have did that. If you could just live your life accordingly, like, and everything not gonna be like you can't live your life perfectly. Like, you gonna F up, you gonna make some mistakes, but the most important thing is learning from it. And everybody's journey is different. It's some people that get married when they 18 and stay with the person forever. Like, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Per the Bible, that's really how you supposed to live your life. You're supposed to get married and then live your life accordingly, according to the Bible. But I just feel like you should spend more time getting to know yourself, getting to see what's out here, because who's to say that the person that you with is the best that it gets? It could be somebody that's treating you way better than it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that care about you, that's showing you that they care about you more than that person. So why you want to put yourself in a box? I don't think people should be putting themselves in a box in their 20s. That's the time when you should be getting yourself set up financially, career-wise. You kind of getting in your head like what you want to do as far as a career. Some people don't figure it out till later on down the line. But I feel like that time should be focused on dating, not dating seriously, but getting yourself set up financially, going to school if you want to go to school, like, you know, getting yourself set up, focusing on your credit, focusing on other things, not just being serious, but getting your life set up so by the time you in your 30s, then it'll be time for all that type of stuff, having kids, getting married, you know, all that type of shenanigans. That's what I think. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. But that's my stance. I feel like your 20s is the most fun time in life. And you be thinking, just like when you in high school and you do dating, or you be talking to somebody in high school and you be thinking that you're going to be with that person the rest of your life. I don't know why I feel like that when you be talking to somebody in high school. But man, life will show you, bro. Life will show you that it's really about, everything is a learning lesson. Everything that you go through in life is meant to be. Your story is already written. You just living it day by day. That's how. And another thing, like, still staying on the same subject, but maneuvering a little bit. I would say you want to pay attention to the energy that's around you, because I don't know. I feel like you should just watch people that's in your circle like a little bit more closely. Make sure you pay attention to people. Like, when people say shady stuff, like somebody that's your friend, that you think is your friend, and every time you have like something good going on, they got like some hating stuff to say behind it. Or it's just always like, I feel like it's little signs that people are not your friend. Make sure you pay attention to just the energy that you have. It could be not even a friend, a family member, somebody you dating, anybody. Like, just pay attention to the energy that you have around you, and know that you can't tell everybody everything. Everybody don't have good intentions. Some people are around you to use you, to get information, so that when y'all fall out, they can stab you in your back. You want to stay away from these type of people, and you want to avoid having them around, because you never know when y'all fall out. You don't want that person getting on the internet or going to their other friends, or what if you done told them something you don't want nobody to know? I just think, just pay attention, because stuff like that don't happen out of nowhere. There are usually signs. Like, people will show you who they are. We just don't want to believe who the person is. So if I could get that advice to any girl that'll listen, you ain't even gotta listen, but just if you watching, like, if I could just hear one person, that'll be what's up. Yeah, I wish I had a video or something that I was watching like back in my 20s that'll prevent a lot of the stuff that I done went through. Like, and maybe I did have some people in my life when I was in my 20s and I just didn't want to listen. Like, the way that I thought my life was going to go, it went the completely opposite direction. Like, you really think that your life is going to follow the plan that you have set out for you, but that's not always the case. Like, God has a plan for you. And my faith, like, the way my connection with God, it never been as strong as it is now. Like, I just thank him, because without him, honey, I don't know where I'd be right now in life. Like, I really believe my purpose is to bring other people closer to him. I think that's the reason why I'm alive every day. That's the reason why he give me chances every day. Like, I really think everybody should get closer to him. You ain't got to necessarily, like, go to church or nothing, but make sure that you establish your relationship with God. Like, man, it's so important. It's so important. Like, you can't even maneuver through life without him. Like, and then you be thinking you put your trust in these people, these phony Tony people out here, and they gonna stab you in your back every time. God, he never gonna betray you. Never. Like, never turn his back on you. And oh yeah, this bang just doing a whole lot. But yeah, that's my preaching. I'm gonna try to switch to another subject, because I know y'all tired of me talking. I've been talking for hell about the same thing. I'm finna talk about something else. And I don't know why y'all people don't bring this up. I don't really see no videos about this. I gotta put that back down, baby, because it's looking real wiggy. I don't know why people don't discuss this. I don't really see no videos about this topic that I'm finna talk about, this next topic that I'm finna talk about. But I feel like, disclaimer, I'm a cancel, so disclaimer, let me throw that out there. But I feel like friendship breakups are worse than relationship breakups for me. And I don't know if y'all can agree. Let me know in the comments. I ain't really for sure, but you and a friend, like a best friend, a close friend, a person where y'all did everything together, like, when that union is broke up, it is so hard. Like, especially if you love the person, if y'all did everything together and then you decide that y'all time just expired, it hurts so bad. Like, going through life and having, like, important moments where you thought that the person was gonna always be there, you know, cheering you on. You just never imagined life without this person. When that is, like, no longer, when y'all time comes to an end, it hurts so bad moving on. I don't know if other people may not agree with me. I feel like if you don't agree with what I just said, then you obviously must didn't care about that person like that, because I feel like me losing people that I thought was gonna be here forever, like, it took me like years to get to this point that I'm in now, where I have no ill feelings. Like, to the point, if I heard anything that's going on, if I ever heard about anything like good going on, like, I'm still rooting for them. Like, just because we done moved on and we not friends and we not cool no more, like, that don't mean that I don't want the best for you. Like, I'm gonna be happy for you regardless. Just because we're not friends no more, I'm not a hater. Like, I want anybody to win, even if we not friends no more. But I feel like therapy is needed, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I went through a rough patch, like, crying and shit, like, really, like, going through like an angry phase, because I don't know, I guess because I got two brothers. I do have a sister, but she's a little older. So when I be friends with people, I be thinking like, these people is gonna be in my life forever. Like, I look at them like family. So when it is like no more, non-existent, I be really in my feelings about it, and it take a long time to move on.